I will say too, there's a lot of pressure that comes along with being the moderator on this panel because everyone is very stylish. And, so I tried my best this morning, but, it's hard when you're dealing with people like Sandra and Rachel and Rufus, and it's just like, come on. So, anyhow, without further ado, I'm pleased to introduce this great panel we have here today. So, I'm going to start with Sandra Allen, the black dress. Sandra Allen is a native Detroiter, a graduate of Baker College with a degree in business leadership, and a master's tailoring certificate holder from Marygrove College. She's excited to have a retail business, the Black Dress, with a design and sewing studio in Midtown Detroit. Sandra focuses on customer service, comfort styling, and giving inspiration and fashion excitement to her clients. She loves the opportunity to bring new ideas and classic fashions to her boutique. Thank you. Rachel Lutz is the owner of the Peacock Room, an apparel and accessory boutique just north of the DIA at the Park Shelton. She recently opened a 6-month pop-up shop called Emerald, which offers gift options for men, women, and children. Rachel lives, works, and plays in Midtown and is a 4th-generation Detroit business owner. All right, Rufus Bartell. I'm going to improv with this one. I've had the pleasure to know Rufus for a little while now. So Rufus, president, founder of the RBI Group, which includes several businesses. You may know one called Simply Casual on Livernois Avenue. Big fan of Simply Casual. Big fan of the Avenue of Fashion. But Rufus does a lot of good things. Definitely a champion in the business community. Heads up the Independent Business Association. Contributes to the Detroit Works Project. Mentor, expert, always willing to share a good opinion, which is what I like about Rufus. Okay. Next, we have SP and Jennifer Thomas. Jennifer and SP are sisters born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. The Thomas sisters work closely with their parents, Jeff and Cassandra Thomas, to sustain and grow their family-owned business, Sweet Potato Sensations, located on the Southwest Side. Yeah, I'm hungry now. Jennifer makes all the batter for the family's sweet potato treats, and SP handles sales and marketing as well as other creative aspects of the business. In 2010, Jennifer and SP started Naturally Fly Detroit, a movement of women gathering together to encourage, uplift, challenge the standards of beauty, and inspire others to be who they are naturally, starting with their hair. The Thomas sisters began Naturally Fly Detroit to meet up in the kitchen of their family business with the idea that most women had their hair done in the kitchen. It's really cool. 2 years later, the Thomas sisters hosted well over 500 women and men bi-monthly at their Naturally Fly Detroit hair meetups. So with that, welcome to the panel. Thanks very much. Okay, I'm just going to kick it off here. So, Sandra, can you start? Tell us a little bit more about who you are and tell us a little bit about your business.
We are a casual, dressy women's apparel shop, and we're located in Midtown, in the Cultural Center, Medical Center, Wayne State area. And we've been there now 4 years this month. We're celebrating our 4th year. And if you count backwards, we opened during the recession in 2008. So that was a blessing for us to get to this point now. And we've been doing well. We had to move once. And it's in the same location, but we started off lower level area inside of a building. So now we're street level. And so we have a presence, and we are working on our signage, and it will be blaring in your face soon. I would like to know how many people here have been to the Black Dress Boutique or know about us. So we're doing something right, apparently, for me to be in this space and have that many hands come up. I am a professional seamstress tailor. I've been doing this for years. I started my business at home, and I developed over time. And that is one thing I would like for you all to understand, that you must stay in your lane with your profession. You can't go too far to the left or to the right. If you need help, you get it, you ask for it, purchase it, whatever you have to do, but develop what you know well. Customer service is top notch. I have in our store, when you come in, if you ask for a specialty item, then you're asking for my services. My daughter works with me every day, and she does the IT and promotional things that we do. And anything outside of that, we try to seek it out. We talk to the CEED people and whomever else we can to get information. Also, in our business, as far as what we try to do, we do cross promotion. So when we find another business that can do or does what we do or similar to what we do, we try to, work things out. If something is not moving, bring it over to me. If something's not moving in my store, I take it over to you. Sharon is here from Often Rivers. We've developed a relationship over the years, and we do such things as that. Did I answer the question? Am I rambling on?
No, for you, black dress, all good.
Okay, am I answering all the questions or just?
No, we're just gonna go one question.
Oh, we don't need us. Let's walk.
Although I'll tell you what, I know this group likes to talk, so it should be interesting. Rachel?
There's been a revision on the schedule because of these panelists. We're actually going to be here till about 6 or 7. So if anyone needs dinner, You'll Butcher Shop just opened. My name is Rachel Lutz, and I own, surprisingly now, 2 shops. I didn't expect to own the second one. I opened up the Peacock Room about almost 11 months ago, exactly. I opened for Noel Night, December 3rd. It's a very large, awesome neighborhood event that brings about 40,000 people to this neighborhood. So I had to get open by Noel Night. It's a good thing because there were about 500 people, we approximate, came through my doors. So my shop is located in the Park Shelton, which is that way, immediately north of the Detroit Institute of Arts. And there was a surprising opportunity that came up. We unfortunately had a retailer close. There was a great bookshop in the building that closed. And so that space would have been vacant for 6 months realistically, because for somebody to all of a sudden open up a shop, he gave us 30-day notice. But really it takes several months at least, if not a year, for somebody to open up a shop. And by then, even if somebody took a few months and got open in January, February, that space is just gonna not really do for an owner what it needs to do for cash flow in retail, as we all know. So I took a chance, and I did one of those things where you act first and you think later. And all of a sudden I have Emerald now, which is a gift boutique. I moved, Peacock Room used to be for men and women, mostly a men's haberdashery. So we had like hats, gloves, scarves, cufflinks, ties, that kind of thing for guys, wallets, bags, anything else that you guys might need. And we moved that into Emerald, which is a distinctly more masculine space, but we also have like women's perfume, stationery, books, just general gifts, gift wrapping supplies. So I started the business when I had about $1,500 left to my name in the bank. And that was not for the business. That was like for my mortgage and my groceries. So I'm here to tell everybody in this room, I don't care what your financial situation is, if you're resourceful enough and you're determined enough, don't think that you can't do this. I'm doing triple my projected sales. You have to get started. Don't wait for a bank to give you money. Don't put like whatever goal you have in your head that's stopping you from starting, get out of your head and just start. So I started with a series of 5 little mini pop-up shops. I mean, my pop-up shops were like a few hour party at a time. So I went into neighboring businesses. The Inn on Ferry Street helped me out. Cafe Con Leche helped me out. The first one to help me out was Savvy Chic at Eastern Market, which is a really great retail establishment. And those business owners opened their doors to me before I had my own brick and mortar. You don't need a lease to open up a shop, right? Bull and Bear Clothiers. You don't need a lease. You can start first with something smaller, something as a pop-up. So we just did these little parties. I built up a following. I started small. And I guess I can tell you more later, but I guess I'm just here to encourage everybody. If you have that idea and you feel that it's right and you really feel that there's a market for it, just get started. And I don't know, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but pay your dues. Know what you're doing first. Cut your teeth in that industry that you want to work in, and that'll give you the tools in the background to push yourself further along.
Rufus?
I probably won't deliver my oral dissertation right now. I think the two before me has preceded it. But at any rate, Rufus Bartell, RBI Group. We specialize in the marketing and management arm of Simply Casual Clothing Store, Shoe House Boulevard, B2 Management, Fashion Party Weekend, and Sweet Hazel Chicken and Waffles coming near you real soon. Started in business about 17, 18 years ago. Moved 3 times. The current location is on Avenue of Fashion, which I love that district. If you hadn't had the opportunity to visit Avenue of Fashion, please do. And I want to give you an assignment. I want you to veer off Livernois and duck into the neighborhoods and see some of the most beautiful architecture you ever want to see. That's one of the reasons why I love the Avenue of Fashion. Moved my business there about 6 years ago because I wanted to be part of the redevelopment of the Avenue of Fashion. And myself, along with my family, is doing just that. Hopefully, we'll be making an announcement next year about another exciting project, along with numerous other projects on that same particular street. That 48221 zip code is probably one of the strongest zip codes in the city, and it's very germane to me that a retail strip should support a circular economy, meaning that it should drive value into a neighborhood, and a neighborhood should drive value into your commercial strips. So we'll get into all the details throughout the course of this panel discussion, because there's some very key nuggets that I would love to be able to discuss with you guys and share with you guys that I think could be worth your while in rebuilding the great city of Detroit.